X3? Oh yeah.
X3 does not.
X3
Because
does
like
not age well.
the bosses, because like they put a lot of stuff. So like there's different story paths you can take, and there's different like, literally like depending on how or when you fight bosses, will change what bosses you fight at the end of the game. Like it's very in depth for especially a Super Nintendo game.
Right.
But the thing is, because there's only so much space that you had then. It was like what 24 megabytes then, right? It's funny now. Like that's a song. The bosses aren't complex. Like usually when you're fighting a boss after a certain point, like they start doing stronger attacks. They've changed their
patterns and
exactly.
Such.
Like I remember one of the bosses, which is like it's like Vault Clawfish or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right.
His claw attack, it does half your health.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
At the no, I'm talking at any random point. I'm not talking at the end. Like right at the beginning, he could take half, and it's half your life bar if you don't mash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
So as in like if you don't do anything, you'll be down to 1 HP left.
Mm-hmm.
For a random claw, not even like the end of his health, like right at the beginning. A lot of the bosses don't have a lot of depth. Like they just do the same 3 attacks, but those 3 attacks will wipe out your health bar very quickly. So I'm just like, this is not fun. It's not challenging. It's just
it's interesting.
I like how they did it.
Huh? That's the problem. It's interesting, but it's not fun.
Exactly. I think there's a difference between like difficulty and stressful.
Yeah.
However, it is fun to watch someone play that type of stuff.
I feel sorry for those people. I'm like, you clearly don't like yourself. But yeah, like some of the bosses, like it's I like the idea of it, but like it wasn't, as you said, interesting. But like in terms of like fun, I'm like it's not as fun as X1 and X2,
Right.
and even like X4, X5, even X4. Like the way like Zero's modeled in X4, he's so non-conducive to the gameplay.
Yeah. Still, I played the shit out of him.
Yeah,
No,
I did not have fun using Zero in X4. Like it's not like some of the bosses aren't built for Zero. Like one of the bosses, their weakness, he can only do the attack on the ground. The boss is in the air the whole time, so you can never hit him with his weakness.
Like, oh, already then.
And on top of that, Zero does a lot of damage to basic enemies, but like when you're fighting bosses, like they always have that recoil where you can't hit them anymore. So every time you do one slash is the equivalent of like X shooting a pellet.
Oh.
So you're not doing a full slash combo, which would normally do a lot of damage, but because they're recoil exactly. So I'm just like, that's stupid. Coupled with Zero doesn't have armor like X does. X has armors, so X over time takes less damage as you progress in the game. Yeah. Zero still takes the same amount of damage.
You have to understand though, Zero is for real men. Okay, no, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. But no, seriously though, Zero is that cold, challenging character. Like I do agree. You know that they made the game centered around X, and like Zero's kind of patched in. But at the same time, it kept things interesting.
No, it did.
It definitely kept things interesting because for example, I love playing as X. I was playing mostly as X, not as often as Zero, but near the end it was all Zero. Reason being that playing as X without armor kind of boring. It's fun like. The whole like ramp up to like grabbing more armored parts and stuff, but like honestly playing X, you're Megaman with a dash, literally. That's it, and you can't slide under.
Yeah, true.
So yeah.
No, you're right. That's why like if you progress with the different Mega Man games, we're not gonna talk about like X6 and X7, especially X7, but like Zero gets progressively.
And I'm sorry, X6 was hard. At least X7. Okay, X7 was a bad game. Okay.
Good ideas, poorly implemented.
But
X6 was
different.
Just yes, it was different.
X6 was they had.
Do you not like having fun?
Exactly.
Oh,
play that game.
Winning formula. It's like the same winning formula, but they just fucked it up. All the stages were not fun. Bosses were not fun. There was too much hazards all the time.
Okay.
Where you die in one shot, basically. So it was just awful.
Okay.
It's just not fun. Like it's just like, do you like literally like do you like not having fun? Play that game.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like I like having fun. Like I even thought when I got to like the second disc of X4 of X5 to X8, and I'm like, I objectively don't like X6 and X7, and I'm playing this stuff. I'm not playing these games. I'm not doing this to myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to make myself angry. I'm not playing these games. But like X8, like I find X8 and X5 Zero is very well implemented in terms of specialty. Like X5 with his lightning uppercut, it wrecked almost any enemy. Really good. Like Zero had a lot of really good movesets in like X5 and then even X8. And X8, starting in X7, which once again had really good ideas but poorly implemented, Zero can get different weapons.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah.
He has a dive kick. So perfect Shahid character. He has a dive kick. Flaming dive kick.
Well, obviously.
Soul mode? Soul much?
Wow. Obviously it's flaming.
Right?
Okay.
So
okay.
he has a lot of really good attacks. One of his attacks is kind of hard to do, which I hope they fix. Kind of like I had to practice the attack. I couldn't do it. Like he has his dash electric attack. You have to you can't just do it. You have to have a specific timing to it.
Really?
Yeah. But anyways, it's very well done and yeah, X3 just did not age well. X8 I love even more. Like I knew I loved X8, but I loved X8 even more playing it. X5 I'm like, how do you not like this game? If anything, there's a lot of things.
How do you not love this game?
Facts.
X5 was basically the peak of Megaman X.
For me, I would say like my favorite ones would be like it's X2, X5, and X8. Those are my favorites.
Interesting. You like X2 more than X4?
Yeah, I do. I have a lot of respect for X4. X4 changed everything because that was when like everything got really hella pretty.
You got hella pretty.
But like X2,
you got mad fresh.
Huh?
You got mad fresh.
Hella fresh.
Everything was just like you looked at everything was like, oh my god.
The only thing I know about Megaman is that X2, Megaman X2, they have the song in Smash Bro. X2 is like my favorite theme in the game.
I have to hear it. I'm not...
Oh man.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna like talk about.
I was like Smash, but like yeah, it's my favorite song.
It's a dope song actually.
I think, one of the reasons I love X2 because it has one of the better armors, where like X does stupid damage with his double charge shot. Like if you time it properly, you can take off like a third to a quarter's boss health if you time your charge shots properly.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, whoa, shit. X3, it had cool stuff once again, interesting, but like it's hard to use it. So for instance, you can dash in every direction. But I think maybe it's because of the PS4. I don't remember having this problem when you released the X collection on the PS2. But like having an Omni dash on the PS4 mode, I keep dashing the wrong direction.
But are you using the
D-pad?
The D-pad?
Yeah. So I don't know if it's like the PS4 mode. You know, all the remotes are slightly changed.
Right.
But I can't dash properly.
I haven't gotten the X collections yet. I mean, I still have them on my PS1.
Yeah.
You know, let me wait a little bit.
I would say try X3 and let me know because like I do have a hard time. Like there's so many times I end up dashing up instead of forward.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm just like once again it doesn't seem to age well. But it doesn't mean it wasn't fun. Like I still enjoy. I marginally enjoy X3 more than like X6 and X7. Like those are just unfun games.
Yeah.
It's like I told you guys my experience with playing the Ninja Gaiden series.
Yeah.
You remember the Ninja Gaiden series?
I do.
That's just not fun. Like it's not fun anymore. Like
shame.
It took like there's points where you, me, and Shahid were alternating the remote trying to get through stages because none of us could do it by ourselves because it wasn't fun. Like having like you're fighting the lycanthropes and they're throwing their limbs at you, which break your guard, and then they kill you. You're like,
your turn.
Yeah, basically it's just because you can't keep doing the same thing over because you're not having fun anymore. It's stressful.
Yeah.
Or the giant flaming armadillos.
Oh man.
I will tell you, you have to fight giant flaming armadillos.
Obviously, that's what.
Oh yeah.
In houses.
Yeah, that was a pain. Yeah.
That was, and like the thing is, like I showed people, I'm like, you have to change your screen color saturation because you can't see because it's giant flaming armadillos rolling around, so they're red on a red screen.
Yeah.
You can't see what's happening. I had to change my screen saturation to see what was happening.
Yeah.
Also, while they're rolling, they're shooting meteors at random spots.
Yeah.
You know, usually when meteors are flying, you see like that kind of circle. You know, to
to
avoid
let
that.
you know where they're going.
It's random.
Oh, okay.
You just don't know.
Oh, so you move out of the way like, oh, you didn't see that one coming.
Or you're moving, and you're like, oh, you just dashed into one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was bad.
Basically, and you got hit, and then the other armadillo's rolling, so you just get hit twice.
Oh,
now you lost like
still. Oh.
So you lost like 2/3 of your health randomly. It's not like you made a mistake. It's random. That sucks.